amancane ezawugeba umhlaba amabala azobhekisa phezulu amakhosi yamashe abafana bokuthula noxolo
Good evening, football family, and welcome to the live Woza Nazo show on the outskirts of the beautiful Jersey City skyline. Couldn't have chosen a better venue as we build up to the third ABSA Premiership Woza Nazo rivalry encounter. It is this weekend, on Saturday in fact, and it's between the Soweto Giants, Kaizer Chiefs, and Orlando Pirates. This is the oldest rivalry in the ABSA Premiership, and as such, we know that it is going to be an absolutely amazing encounter, one not to be missed. There's a lot that has been said in the media in the build-up to it, and this show is certainly going to form a part of all of the excitement. When the ABSA Premiership campaign for this season was launched, there was so much excitement about this Woza Nazo initiative, which of course puts the biggest rivalries in the spotlight. And by the end of the ABSA Premiership season, all of the 16 teams in the league, of course, would have experienced the joys in the build-up to a very, very big rivalry encounter. So let's start off all of the celebrations and continue the build-up to the Soweto derby, the Woza Nazo rivalry for Saturday, by staging it, of course, here in Johannesburg, and of course talking about Soweto being in the spotlight. We've got so many guests that are joining us for this live production. We've got members of the media here, individuals from our gracious host ABSA, from the Premier Soccer League, and of course from the two sides, that is Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Speaking of which, let's get all of the conversations underway. My first two guests up here on stage and eyeing this beautiful trophy, getting super excited about the weekend's activities, and none other than these two, who are of course tasked with ensuring that all of the daily duties in the teams go about nicely and smoothly. From Kaizer Chiefs, we've got none other than the Kaizer Chiefs football manager, Mr. Bobby Mtaung. A very good evening, Bobby. Welcome.
Good evening, Carol. Good evening to your viewers.
Yeah, great to have you with us tonight.
Wonderful night. The weather is perfect. Everybody's looking forward to this weekend. It's been a week, but it's a weekend too. So it's been a lovely week for us. Yeah. So far.
All right, it's been a lovely week for Kaizer Chiefs, says Bobby. Also up here on stage is the Orlando Pirates administrative manager, and that is Floyd Mbele. Floyd, very good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Carol. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Bobby's already thrown the first punch, saying it's been a fantastic week for Kaizer Chiefs. What's it been like for Orlando Pirates, looking at the encounter yesterday?
Business as usual.
Yeah.
These things happen. It's how you come through for the match on Saturday. That's important.
Draws happen.
No, they do.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the significance of the match, the opposition, we're playing against a team that's battling with potential relegation so soon in the season. You are going to be able to find a challenge of a team that is scraping through. You saw even in England, Chelsea lost to a bottom league team. So those things are going to happen. What's important is to look beyond the game and put your focus on Saturday's match.
Agreed. You know, Floyd is talking about how early it is in the season, but there's some fixtures that are really going to be so critical, and I think we can all agree that the Soweto derby is definitely going to be one of them, where Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates are going to want to go for maximum points. But let's go back, Bobby, and talk about how it is that this rivalry, this intense rivalry between these Soweto Giants actually started, because for the longest time Orlando Pirates always says they're the father and then you've got the other teams, the son. So tell us about your journey, your father, and how it is that Kaizer Chiefs came about.
I think the chairman has played a very important and significant role in creating this excitement with the derby. Looking at the history, he played for Orlando Pirates at the age of 16, went abroad, came back 1969, decided to form Kaiser 11. Then he started Kaiser Chiefs at 1970. Now, that on its own, at the time, to break away from Pirates to come to Chiefs, to form Chiefs, was a big challenge in terms of the rivalry. That's when the rivalry started, where it created animosity, it created a lot of anger, but a challenge, a big challenge, which is brought us to where we are today in terms of the derby. And I think people talk about derbies. What makes this one unique is that rivalry between the two clubs when the breakaway happened. And I think that history, 161 games, Carol. Obviously, we beat Pirates 61 times, 67 times.
In case you didn't remember.
If you don't know the history. Out of 161 games, we beat Pirates 67 times. They won it 30-something times, isn't it, Floyd? But the exciting thing about this derby and the history and the legacy of it is the history of the chairman, that breakaway and the way things turned around, and also to bring it back to what it is today. There was more rivalry, bitterness, but then people were dying, people were having, all from all over. And they had to bring peace and sanity to it when Dr. Woza even came into the picture, into getting involved with the derby with Kaiser. And finally it created, the rivalry still stays, but there's peace between the supporters and the vibe in the game and the excitement. And I think that on its own is a culture that was created by this rivalry. Because normally you go to Europe, you go to England, people don't sit together. If it's Man City and Man United, supporters don't sit together, like what happens in South Africa. It's the only unique setup where you find Chiefs and Pirates supporters sitting together after the history that we've had of all the things that have happened in the past. But I think that's what makes it unique.
Yeah, it really is an encounter, Floyd, that unites the football family, isn't it? Did people at the club, at Orlando Pirates, and the football family in itself envisage that this would be a rivalry that is so big and so intense?
Obviously, from what Bobby is saying, when you look at the history of how Kaiser Chiefs was formed and what has happened, it was always going to happen that there will be that rivalry, that animosity and intensity. But I think what has happened over the years is that there's been a great level of maturity from the supporters of both teams, so that we compete on the field and we coexist outside. And I think what Bobby was raising earlier is the significance that the two clubs have played. Obviously, when you look at the history of what happened with the violence in KwaZulu-Natal, and when the two chairmen came in and used these two important and most powerful vehicles to be able to stem the level of violence. So the two teams have played a huge role, and I think that is why when you deal with the history, you must look at it in the proper context and the significance of our society in general.
We've had the last two Soweto derbies that have ended in a draw. The fans, everyone is crying out, pleading, aching for goals. What are your predictions for what is going to happen on the weekend? Obviously, you're going to say Orlando Pirates is going to win, but how many goals are we going to see a goal fest, do you think, on Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's important to look towards a goal fest. I think on the day, obviously it's the players that are involved, but everybody strives to be able to get 3 points. Everybody challenges, and it's everybody's wish. The tactics on the day from the two coaches will determine what happens, but I think nobody goes into the derby with a view of playing for a draw. Everybody wants to come out there and get a result. We didn't get a result on Wednesday, so for sure we'll be going all out there to get a result over the weekend.
All right, we hope so.
For us, Carol, I think it's a special week. Chairman's birthday on Monday. After the joy that we had and the excitement we had on Tuesday, it's a will continue. I think we have to celebrate more again on Saturday and give it back to the fans. For us, it's been a bit of a challenge with obviously the games that we've had in the past, and now we're making up for the fans. They must come out there in numbers to come and celebrate and enjoy. This is going to be fun. We're looking at an Hamdinga, and I think we owe it to ourselves. The players owe it to themselves. We owe it to the chairman. It's his week, and I think Pirates came in at the wrong week. If it was not the chairman's birthday, I would understand. There's an order to the players about this week. That they need to deal with this matter of falling and falling. There's no falling this time. It's scoring goals. We need goals galore. I mean, we missed so many goals on Tuesday. I think we have to make up on Saturday. And it's a pity we meet in Pirates at the wrong time. We're on a mission.
All right, so Bobby says they've been saving those goals for Saturday, gents.
We're on a mission.
Thank you so much. We love the sound of that, right? As you heard, fans, please make sure that on Saturday you arrive well in time. We are expecting it to be a sellout, so get there on time. And remember that if you do arrive nice and early, you stand in line of competing in that Kick for a Million competition. To all of the ABSA red ticket holders, get to the stadium early and go to Gate E. So after the break, we'll be hearing more from our ABSA representatives as to what it is that they have in line for Saturday. Stay with us. The Woza Nazo live show as we build up to this weekend's Woza Nazo rivalry. It is the Soweto derby. Boy, oh boy, the excitement is building. Joining me now up on stage are representatives from our gracious hosts, and that is ABSA. We've got none other than Umtunzi Jonas, who's the head of sponsorship at ABSA, and the ABSA regional managing executive for Gauteng South is none other than Barney Klassen. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Carol.
Awesome to have you here with us tonight. Barney, I want to start off with you and just talk about how it is that Johannesburg and Soweto in particular has just come alive this entire week as we build up to what will be happening on Saturday. Tell us about some of the other exciting initiatives that ABSA has been getting up to.
Thank you, Carol. I think if you just listen to Bobby and to Floyd speaking about the excitement of this rivalry, you don't really need to do a lot to actually get everybody behind the teams and their teams and support. So we've started last week Saturday activating, and we put a lot of crowds coming through to see the legends, to come closer to the trophy and experience what this Woza Nazo is all about, the rivalry that will take place on Saturday. If I look at tomorrow, we at Maponya Mall, there will be a number of tickets that will be handed out for the ABSA Raid ticket experience, and we are experiencing many customers and fans coming to us and talking and wanting to see and get closer to our fans, to our players.
That's right. I mean, it really is about the fans of the beautiful game, isn't it, Mtunzi? There's an exciting initiative that forms part of what's been happening in the ABSA Premiership this season, and this is the Kick for a Million campaign. We're telling the fans to arrive on the day nice and early and stand in line to Kick for a Million. Tell us more about this and how they can get involved.
So, Carol, it's exactly that. Fans will have an opportunity to kick for R1 million. Wow. We've looked at it, we've said it's about the fans, and we're backing ourselves up. We're saying, get to the stadium early. There's a competition we are running. We're looking for our third regional finalist. We've got one from Tshwane, we've got one from Cape Town, and Joburg, it's your turn. Get to the stadium, register, and 6 fans will be called out from the crowd. They will take a penalty in a sudden death format against Rowan Fernandez, and we want a winner. It's open to fans who register. We want a winner. At the end of the season, the 10 finalists from the 10 Woza Nazo games will kick for R1 million.
All right, sounds exciting, isn't it? Another reason why you should get to the stadium nice and early. Barney, what else can the fans expect on match day?
So we will be in the red ticket zone, where we will be hosting 3,000 of our customers and fans out there, where we'll be exposing them to Woza Nazo merchandise. There will be prizes and other gifts, and we'll be also selecting some of those fans to kick for R1 million. Wow. We'll also choose some of the customers and fans on the pavilions to come and kick for that R1 million. So the only thing I can say is make sure you're there, make sure you're in time there early for the game, and be ready for the day.
And of course entertainment, right, in the lead up to kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying that fans have got to get there early. Yep. And what we're doing to entertain them is we've got some artists that are coming along, and I can't emphasize enough the importance of getting to the stadium early and enjoying the pre-match entertainment that will be available. We
are so looking forward to it. Mtunzi, Barney, thank you so much for being here this evening, and of course talking a little bit more about what it is that you, the fans of the beautiful game, can expect on match day. Just so many more reasons for you to get there nice and early. Remember, all ABSA red ticket holders, get there early, and of course go to Gate E. Now there are so many other reasons why it is that you have to be there on time on Saturday. Take a look.
There are many matches across the globe that demand every bit of attention from every fan, whether neutral or invested in winning and nothing else. La Mzansi, there's no game of football that needs less introduction, no game of football that demands as much build-up and gets the country going and brings local football to a standstill, quite like the ripe old Soweto derby. It's once again that time where the black and white have a go at the gold and black. Kaizer Chiefs take aim at Orlando Pirates, and while both sides would have wanted this tie to perhaps come a few weeks after the international break, it's on their doorstep, and it's a challenge that cannot be ignored. If it's confidence that the Pefeni boys needed when the week started, it's what they got when they raided Loftus and took 3 points away from Mamelodi Sundowns, a result that came on the back of 2 league outings without a win.
Over the top from Eckstein, wonderful ball for Parker. Left footer, yes, he's got it. Bernard Parker doubles the scoreline here with a magnificent finish.
And once again, it has given the Gold of Chiefs a bit more shine as they head to the old war. And another 3 points, this time against the age-old rival, will make this week a particularly satisfying one, while more importantly, reinforcing belief at Naturena and amongst the public that Amakhosi are among those who are in the running for this season's biggest prize. All this done, of course, with a lengthy injury list that includes the likes of Tsepo Masilela, Lorenzo Godinho, Gustavo Paez, and Ramathe Mphahlele. The missing, though, have given those available license to showcase their abilities, and youngsters like Wiseman Meyiwa and Siyabonga Ngezana have seamlessly stepped up when called upon. Eska Makebulan and Polokwane City entertained in a 2-2 stalemate at the end of September. Another point in the right direction as under the tutelage of Milutin Sredojevic, the Ghost has certainly been moving in the right direction so far this campaign after what can only be described as a pale 2016-17 season. There is, of course, very little to motivate why each player on either camp will be keen to make the matchday squad come Saturday. And both sides will be feeling that perhaps they owe their fans and indeed the nation something after last season's 2 stalemates. In fact, 6 of the last 10 competitive encounters between these two outfits have ended in a draw. There's 2 wins on each side, the last coming in March 2016 in a cup game. There's 3 points on offer at the Calabash. Wema Kosi, Nani Mapagapaga. Sithi nje, Woza Nazo.
It's the third of our Woza Nazo rivalries, and man, they don't come finer than this. The Soweto derby, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, live from Soccer City on Saturday, and of course the build-up on your World of Champions from 2 p.m. And that's why we are all here tonight. It's the Woza Nazo live show, and we've invited some special individuals, special guests, just to continue to build up to all of the festivities on Saturday. Well, really exciting. And you know, when you break it down and you look at the kind of fans that support both Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, well, it's an interesting individuals, very interesting indeed. Joining me up here on stage now are 2 brothers, extremely well known on South African television. They are award-winning actors, SK no Abdul, who are here. Interestingly enough, 2 brothers, but you support the rivalry. You support rival sides. I don't understand how that came about. SK, I was challenging I mean, growing up in KZN.
Mengizothi vele vele uqale ngalanga kumina ngoba mina ngimdala. Sinomano baba. Uma we Orlando Pirates, ubaba we Kaizer Chiefs. So sihlukane ngonyaka nomfana, we just a year apart. So ngathi mina kuyena isimple lento. Mina ngifana nomana, ngisithandela iOledi more, wena ufana nobaba. So isimple lento. You understand me? So it goes way back kulapho ukuthi ayazi wena ngizoma neOledi. But as we got older vele ka sekunje. Uyazi na.
Mara bokunjani Abdul ekhaya, you know, growing up supporting these 2 sides, different sides. I mean, competition, rivalry endlini.
No yazi iqhatha mase kumele ududuzo yethu umzali ngithi yabo uma uhluliwe shithi nje nokudla kwalelo langa akukho right kumele uncenge uthi ya ma yazi kuzoba right ama rivalry but kumele nami ngizama ukuthi phela nami ngifakela
kuzalunga next time
iphethe right yabo so yeah no
Yeah.
Bizwakala.
I think what's really exciting about the two of you is that you're both very successful actors. Of course, with SK, a lot of you seeing him from The Queen, Abdul on Isibai, amongst others.
Yeah.
So you know firsthand from Ekaya about this rivalry, about how it is that competition can actually push you to give off the best of yourselves.
Thina sikhule from 5 years old baba wavela sithatha wathi gqokani igiya abafana bami siyejimini namhlanje. We both are third dan black belts in karate gojukai. So umfana naye sikhule vele kunala ukuthi makiwe ekhaya kunoshayewe between thina sobabili. Yabona kuyadepend ukuthi usukujima kangakanani ngoba ejimini iminyaka ihamba ngebhande. ayihambi ngokuthi banomdala. So my grade aqala kunami ethola brown before I do in purple. It means he's older than me ejimini. So ejimini unokuthola umuntu omncane ongakemela ulayini uhamba kanje kwikarate. So rivalry with me and him has always been a thing ukuthi asiyazi ukuthi khona uzokhahleleka khona uzohamba ejabulile akufani kodwa at the end of the day we're brothers.
You see, this is what we love about the Soweto derby, and Upobi actually alluded to that, is that you look at other rivalries abroad, the fact that I'm fans after the encounter, you know, they're very, very separate. But as you said, regardless of who wins on the day, you know, depending on the result.
My winner is a celebrate. Man winner is a celebrate.
You win, yeah.
You go on and joke, it's okay, get count down to ban.
I mean, I ask Carol, Milaman winning Uzowazi the whole day, Melaka Cheli, so Ubano winning
the whole month, in fact.
Oh, I celebrate. Go to Bano winning. Okay.
All right, so you're talking about having to work out, having to prepare, Jimmy, of course, to triumph. Orlando Pirates, how have the preparations been coming along?
Zalile stroile kodwa akufani nokuhlulwa hey bafowethu abolondo moyibambene nibambene akumina angekushintsha ukuthi yazini ngiyazi ukuthi the past two derbies nje badusha now ama draw that been happening, but I believe ukuthi I know the black sesibuyele guys organjani Paganiel khona Pagania njengoba ngisho nje
yeah ingathi kungcono nyana from what it is that happened last season.
Yes, no.
Onwards and upwards.
Oh, it's in the past now. Yabona it's a new season asiqaleni sibone my preparations amanani, but I mean the derby for generations now it's been a big thing, so kwathi now we're excited about it, and it's one of those games ofuna uyibuke stadium ongafuna ukuhlala uyibuke TV endlini, so we appreciate being out there as well.
Okay, Abdul, kwenzakalani Saturday?
Hayi Sandra, njoba yabona njoba bathi ngisho nje singaqala la bengithi angikhumula ijezi ngibe ngilifake la. Ngibe ngigqokise le trophy kutaka ukuthi yangakuba kahle niyazi nani ukuthi le game ibalekile kwabantu. Uyazi yabenza sebeyayiduduza already sebethi hey yabona ama draw akufani yabona nje uyabona ukuthi power yikho. Ku right kulungile yabo kodwa siyafuna ukuthi befike ne confidence, asifuna ukudlala nabantu asebaziyo vele sibashayile yabo. So okay ngiyayifuna confidence kancane yazi ukudlala nama players obonayo ukuthi wena seyijeli ithi next season yabo.
Okay, so mina ngifuna ukuvula challenge between the two of you. Ukuthi whichever team wins, so mawini Kosi uyogqoka the Kaizer Chiefs jersey for a week. And vice versa. Is that possible?
Hayi singakwenza lokho. Singakwenza lokho. Go manage.
I know, okay, I know. I kulungile. Hayi kulungile. Uyoyishuthi ithomba ipost bawubona abantu. Mase gqoke ijezi le Pirates. I think uzol enjoy boss. Uzol enjoy.
Mali. Go.
Okay, so we're going to be watching their social media, right? On Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and we're going to see whichever team loses, because we're saying there's going to be a winner on the day.
I think we throw a pole position. No, my yellow card, my red card. I think a pole position you kuluma. Might 50-50 now actually. So half a land and I am chasing in a son.
Okay, all right. No, we're looking forward to it. Gents, thank you so much. It's going to be a great encounter. I'm sure we all most definitely agree. And just a reminder that it is going to be live and in high definition on your World of Champions. So make sure that if you're not at the stadium or if you're not on your mobile device, DStv Now, on your walkers, that of course you're tuning in from 2 p.m. Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates to start building up right then. And there are so many incentives, so many reasons why you as a fan of the beautiful game should get there nice and early on the day. So yeah, it's all about the rivalry that is coming alive. You've heard from the team representatives and they are saying Woza, Nazo. All right, the excitement continues this evening. We still have Thursday Night Live that will be coming up, and as we wrap up this live Woza Nazo encounter, we're going to do so with the beautiful sounds of an award-winning South African sensation. Uzama Jobe is here with us this evening. She's going to sing us out. Good night. Zama, over to you.
Sabare